Hello everyone, and welcome back once again to Silent Hill F. Last time we made our way through the middle school of horrors, kind of revisited our past, and I think it sort of forced us to reevaluate our relationships. Now meanwhile, this new one with the fox, it seemed like he betrayed us last time, and now he's calling it mission success and getting us to follow him again, and it looks like we're going to. No matter how bad things look, we just always seem to trust and follow him. And yeah, head just swimming with thoughts. Of course, I'm playing this again right off of the last one, so there's no time gap for me. But he still remains something of an enigma. Oh, right, I don't have the lantern anymore. Good thing I got this big ol' spear with me. I'm a little unsettled by that dress hanging in the corner. Thankfully, we have a moment to pray. Okay, so I think if I'm to upgrade anything, it's going to still be the stamina. But we're a little ways off from that.
This is Sakuko's.
Wait, Sakuko's house? Question, do you still have that key? See, this is what I was meaning to say a second ago. We're here because our friends allowed us to sleep. But with the things Rinko's been whispering, something tells me they'll have left me behind when I wake up. I had plenty of time to do that while I was awake. Sakuko's parent-teacher journal. Just a note. As Sakuko's mother, I want to thank you for teaching my daughter. I wanted to apologize for what happened the other day on the field trip. It seems Sakuko caused a lot of trouble. My daughter has been that way ever since she was young. As a child, she always hated when we turned off the lights to go to bed, and she avoided dark movie theaters and tunnels like the plague. I mistakenly thought she had overcome her fear of the dark now that she's grown up. I believe the reason her fear came back during the field trip is because she's unaccustomed to sleeping in a different environment. I gave her a stern talking to for behaving so shamefully at her age. She has since reflected on her behavior and is sorry for how she acted. Please accept both her and my apologies. That doesn't seem the right way to approach this. I mean, I suppose from your perspective, it got the right results. But did it really? Or did it just push things to the back to be dealt with again in a worse way later? That door's locked. Actually, it's very locked. Probably better off with a dagger in these tight spaces. It may take a slightly different form, but I'm sure imagery like this will definitely be familiar to fans of Silent Hill. Okay, so we need to release you, and probably kill you then. But how do we make that happen? There's one way. We actually have room for this. Enemies in areas illuminated by evil warding lanterns will be unable to reanimate. But hey, you just told us about reanimation. Come on. Sometimes there's just no opportunity to stun. So, you gotta do it this way. You're calling out to us once more. I feel like this nightmare is going to become recurring. Who's out there? We actually learned about these evil warding lamps earlier. It's another one of those. Come on. Keeping you nice and stunned. Hit you with the smaller attacks. That drains our sanity. We never really got an opportunity to learn how you work exactly. But down you go. More Higashi. What else have we got? Is this my locker? I don't know, but it's all overtaken. This maze is mimicking places that are familiar to you. Good hit. Let's back up and save our stamina. Hit you first, but it doesn't help. Our sanity is really taking a hit from you guys here. Oh my god. I don't understand why sometimes it just doesn't happen.
I can't die yet.
Yeah, you're not close. There we go. There's more out there. Can we hit you with a focus hit? It's just diminishing all the time. Alright, let's restore some of our max sanity. You to a lesser extent, we can use you. Yeah. I can crawl through here. We need to get you into the light. We'll do a little more exploring once you're gone. Thing is, you're going to be blocking our way very much. So we need to get somewhere we can deal with you. We can maybe get some damage in before that, but if we can't get you to chase us, there's not much point in fighting you at all. Worst thing would be for you to stun us. Look at you, you happily skip along while cheering like a child. I think we can use that as an offering. So now we've let you out. Sakugo's diary. I hate the dark. It reminds me that I'm all alone. Everyone's always telling me that I'm a little weird, that I'm a bit strange. I'm the weird kid who's always by herself. I can forget my loneliness at school, inside a classroom full of people chatting away. In the dark, however, it comes creeping back. So it's the dark for sure, but really more it's the silence of being alone with your thoughts. The handwriting here turns erratic and emotional. I know the truth. I know what Hinako really thinks of me. She thinks I'm weird, just like all the others. I know it's true. I know she's making fun of me behind my back. Does she think they don't badmouth her when she's not around? I can't stand the fact that she puts on a fake smile and acts like she's the only normal one, all while looking down on me. She makes me so mad. I hate her. I hate her so much. Did you see the send-off we gave you? A blanket and a speech and everything. And this is the thanks we get? Well, now we're pretty trapped here. That thing was close enough that we could have killed it. It had the shimmer. Alright, let's go. Keep the hits coming. Another first aid kit. Everybody in this group projects their insecurities onto me. At this point, it's just a question of how true those things actually are. Okay, that's the gate over there. Are you far enough that I can run? I hope so. Meanwhile, there's not actually a ton of reason to kill you. Because the thing, and it might change over time. Health seems like a noob trap to invest stuff in. Because if you're getting hurt, it's because things are going wrong. I haven't really had a moment where I felt like the reason things were going wrong was because I didn't have enough health. No symbol over that door. I hate gym class. Just looking at my gym clothes makes me depressed. They're holding a long-distance race at school soon. I know it's just an excuse for them to watch me come in last and laugh at me. I knew how lonely I would feel if everyone just left me in the dust, so I asked Rinko if she would hang back so we could run across the finish line together. And you know what? She said yes. I asked Hanako too. But she said no. She said it's because she's in a sports club and she'll get yelled at by the teacher if she doesn't try her best. Well, I suppose that makes sense, if it's true. The handwriting suddenly turns erratic. But I know the truth. It's really because you don't want to be held back by a slowpoke like me. I hope Hanako trips and falls and breaks all the bones in her body so she can never run again. Oh my god. And all of them were so bright and cheerful to us. The masks they wear, and we had no idea, or maybe this is happening because we kind of suspected. I mean, I was going to say, the clouds came during a pretty happy moment. Right or wrong, we weren't there when she needed us. And it's not a big deal to us, but she always held that with her. And maybe that's led to us questioning ourselves whether we did the right thing. Whether we're a bad friend, I mean. I mean, without spoiling anything for those who haven't seen it, it does remind me a lot of James Sunderland's story, where, in what brings him to Silent Hill, he made a choice that is probably right from two different perspectives, but which of those perspectives weighed more into his decision is a big deal. Maybe we're going through something similar. Okay, I'm starting to see what the logic is here. I am starting to see. So if we open that, well, that'll open this, but it'll also open that. This is the kind of puzzle that you would normally undertake from like a top-down perspective. But if we can... Ooh, wait. Oh, I'm getting so turned around by this. Thankfully, we have a handy-dandy map. In fact, that map even shows us the switches and the doors they open. Okay, yes, so what needs to happen here is the green needs to be open, or the plant needs to be open, and then we can switch you to this. Opening the bird door isn't going to happen just yet. You're down there, so, you know, that sucks for me. Well, there's a lot of promises being broken in this group. Triforce door here. And another switch.
Rabbits.
Oh god.
Sakuko loved rabbits.
One of the symbols on the pedestals is a rabbit. Okay, you just be hitting the old dusty trail then.
Only has rabbits as her friends. She should live with them in their little
Pages from an observation log. Hey, Mr. Rabbit, guess what? I made my first ever friend today. Her name is Shimizu Hinako. But, Mr. Rabbit, she's my first ever real-life human friend, so I'm a little scared. What if she throws me away and forgets me? I'm so scared of that happening. When I told my new bestest friend, Hinako, this, she said she'd never ever abandon me. Not ever. She promised me. But you know what, Mr. Rabbit? The handwriting here suddenly turns erratic. What if Hinako breaks her promise? What if she betrays me? What if she's lying? No. I don't want to think about that. Hinako said she wouldn't ever leave me. She promised. I have to believe her. Because that's what friends do, right? They believe each other. Hinako, if you betray me, you'll pay. I'll make you pay and regret ever hurting me. Got it? I wonder if we can count on that rabbit's testimony. Rabbit! It's a little picture of a rabbit, see? And something grotesque in its little box. Yeah, that sucks. I'm gonna see if I can hit you with one of these. Oh, great, your friend's back. Okay, I have no stamina right now. And no patience for this, and I can't kill you in the hall anyway. And you stunned. Like, seriously. You're more a sanity threat, which should not be discounted, by the way. Down you go. Down you both go. Oh boy. Yeah, the enemies here are definitely far more focused on draining our sanity, which makes quite a bit of sense, and there's another one waiting to come for me. We open this, and here you'll be. Perhaps being faster will be better. See, here in particular, I find that the counters aren't presenting themselves. And I don't know what it is, because it's led to so much, like, early confusion in how the mechanics work. Sometimes they seem to pop up reliably, other times not at all. Can't afford to waste focus. But I have to trust in the divots in the walls. I just hope you're not going to rubber band too much towards me. Kudzu tea. Wait, that greatly restores health. I don't need to greatly restore health, unfortunately. I'm going to leave this for a little bit. Oh, actually, no, we're over here. Okay, we can get rid of this enshrineable. That goes here. Confirm. Oh, it'll be so easy to fight you. But this kudzu tea, that also helps a lot. I'm kind of not sure in this moment. Should I spring for more stamina? Or should I wait? Maybe even draw another Omamori? I don't know, it's not a decision that has to be made right now. Oh, hey, it's another. But what's over here on the shrine? Sakuko's dream. It's like the puzzle earlier. It really is. Like, every single time we've been here, it's related to her. Even all the way back at the very beginning, even if it wasn't obvious yet. My family has served as caretakers of Senitsugi Shrine for generations, but for the past few decades, the shrine's popularity has been on the decline. When it came time for my dad to become the head priest, he declined the role and got a regular office job instead. Mom and Dad are always saying negative things about the shrine, that head priests are obsolete. Even my grandfather says that the tradition of upkeeping Senitsugi Shrine will die with his generation. I help out as a Miko at the shrine whenever an event's held. That was the image that you took during your boss fight. I love how dignified the rituals are and the way they make me feel like my soul is being cleansed. I'd like to be more than just a helper at the shrine. I think I'd like to become head priest one day. A feeling of loss in our friend group, and a feeling of loss in tradition with time. Everybody's losing their safety blankets up in here. I'm not sure if I'm still gonna need this room, whether it's worth it to fight you or not. You're gonna do your thing. I'm gonna get out. And we're back to here. This is now open, and you're gonna follow me around. I should have broken line of sight first.
You came for me. I'm scared. Please get me out of here.
Well, you don't look like a monster, but you don't look like you either. But yeah, it actually only makes sense. I mean, her family being the caretakers of the shrine over the town. The spirit world takes after you. Sheet of fine paper. Two must face each other as one to pray for mutual prosperity. Those who do shall lift their heads to level height as if they were reflections in a mirror, as custom dictates. With the shading of light shall you condemn the past to the dark. Sounds almost sinister when you put it that way. So now what? Unfortunately, it's simply impossible for me to make my way over here. I see. It's a tiny version of what we went through before. Three directions you each can face. Can't go backward, it seems. But some configuration will set you right. So first let's see what we're actually trying to do. Are we able to walk on this? We're not. Well, actually I do get it. We need to level them, right? Now, these two that are controlled by this guy on the left, I think those are right. I think these are pretty right as well.
Hinako, help me.
Now you I'm less sure about. So now you're there. That middle one needs to be raised up. So it's not you. There, and that's right. Okay. Restraint lampshade. A lampshade found near Sakuko's cell. The design resembles something tangling. Talon lampshade. The design resembles sharp talons. So we need to figure out where these go.
What are you doing?
I don't know, what am I doing?
No, I don't want to be alone.
I see, we're leaving the past to the dark.
Hinako, help me! Help me! Don't leave me!
The White Rabbit emblem key, obtained after bidding farewell to Sakuko. It seems to be able to open a door somewhere, and it's much bigger than a normal key, as if it was made for some huge creature to use. Oh, that was horrible. And now I'm wondering, was this us selfishly leaving her behind? Or was it moving on, forcing us to let go of someone who was a bad friend, even if it was only due to her own insecurities? Maybe it's accepting that she needed us more than we needed her. Okay, we can save here. It's just that cold expression we had. We don't know our character's story coming in, you know? It's always the game's job to teach us who we are in this world, and sometimes I think when you leave that ambiguous, when important things are so ambiguous, it can really take away from a game. I do not get that impression here. These things being so up to interpretation, really more a value judgment. It's really cool. It's where we know we're doing the right thing, but we question whether we're doing it for the right reason. There's key number 1. Oh wow, I didn't actually expect that to work. Wait, what about the other door? Is that stuff back there optional? Let me guess, this represents the burning hatred of Rinko.
Rinko, you look even more beautiful today.
Thanks, new shampoo. Okay, what are we doing here? It's another of these. But things are fairly open. Who knows? Maybe there would have been a second door further down that also needs the second key. Boy, do I miss that lantern. Oh my god! Alright, give ourselves a second to regain stamina. Sometimes we don't get the chance, you know? We're so low. When you're stunned is the perfect time, but we also need to take a moment. Unfortunately, you might reanimate. Yeah, you will. Because we're not near a torch. Oh, an Arisama's emblem. Well, a first aid kit will help us when the time comes. We've got a couple, too. We can't do anything about you here. Well, that was something of a waste. One of the biggest problems with stamina management is deciding whether to commit to a hit or a dodge. But if you're gonna dodge, you better have multiple dodges ready, because one dodge gets you to safety. You need more than one to get to where you can actually replenish your stamina. Do I put something here? You put something everywhere. Also, my god, imagine trying to breathe in this. Well, that opens up the next thing. That rabbit door will have to be opened.
Stuffed animals. Fashion magazines. Rinko's room.
I'm not sure I trust how you're starting to talk. Maybe you feel like you're losing yourself a bit here. This place just got a lot less comfy. Ugh. That genuinely startled me a little bit. Crumpled letter. Sorry, I know this must seem like it's coming out of nowhere, but what exactly is Hinako to you? Are you two just friends? Or are you more than friends? I want you to tell me the truth. The writing stops here. I know this is none of my business, but can you keep your distance from Shu? You know, people tend to get the wrong idea when boys and girls our age spend too much time together, and you don't want to cause any issues for Shu, do you? You should really think more about how you behave. She was trying to figure out how to phrase it to me. She's aware of how it sounds. Maybe it's only lately that she's let herself not hold back as much. You're nothing but a fly. All you do is get in the way. Get lost. Or at the very least, shut your trap and stop bothering others. And quit buzzing around Shu all the time. And it looks like the writer was trying to change their handwriting. Uh-huh. So, you're perfectly fine with being more aggressive in your language, so long as I don't figure out it's you. See, what made it so heartbreaking about Sakuko is that she really didn't ever mean for any of this to happen. She wasn't deliberately malicious, but she simply could not let go of that insecurity, and it led to her behaving the way she did. With Rinko, it's pure jealousy for something we're not even stopping her from getting. The deformed other side. Yeah, that seems like the one that suits you. Or you're a DA in Gotham. Ugh. I know what's gonna happen, and it still gets me every time. Rightward facing Foxcrest. An emblem found in a strange room. It has some jutting out at the bottom that seems like it can be inserted somewhere.
Found it.
Okay, we need all three of these. I saw your unloaded world for a moment there. You can't fool me. And you're out. Hey. Well, since we have room to duel... Fortunately, you'll be back as well. So we put that there. We gotta drop you into the fire.
In dreamland. I helped you countless times.
Did you? Did you really now? Okay. Now we gotta figure out how to open this door, which I believe was the other side of this. Door back. Yeah, there's not going to be any sort of place we can stop you from, is there? We can't outrun you. I hope. Could say the same of you. And it's closed. Well, that puts us in a pickle. Because the other one's still there. Okay, maybe we can trap you somehow. Or maybe... Wait. Maybe we can use what's over here? Yeah, we are wiped out. We're still considered in combat. Hey, it's you again. I'm actually going to gain my stamina and hit you with one of these. Yeah, when you have room to retreat, you should. According to the map, if we switch this over here to the rabbit, we should be able to get through. The markings on the map make this so much easier. Let's go. We just dodge by you. And we're all good. Well, unless there's another one. But even still, we should be okay. Unless we run upon this. You're the more immediate threat. And that's the thing, your threat is constant so long as we have to deal with you. Hey, wait. I didn't expect that. You actually gave us a chance to counter? It's been forever. Well, no need for a counter when we can do that. Okay, but we need Triforce open. Bird is open. Okay, well, it doesn't matter. We found your room. The store. Letter from Rinko to Hinako. Here, you'll feel better after eating this. Forget what those jerks said today. And don't worry, they'll be getting an earful from me. You just have to be yourself, Hinako. You can't worry about what other people say is normal. That's their normal, not yours. I'll always be looking out for you. From your best friend, Rinko. They're both Two-Faced, just in very different ways.
Need to move on.
We do have more for Sakuko, and after we let you go, the page is stained black. It's like our memories of you are tainted now with the knowledge of everything that happened. I think Sakuko may have read one too many of those bizarre comics. Lately she'll be laughing all happily one moment, then turn deadly serious and spat off some weird nonsense the next. Apparently she's acting like that because she thinks it's cool, but it kind of creeped me out the first few times she did it. I hope she gets over this weird supernatural phase of hers. So you did think she was weird. I mean, maybe even with good reason, but her fears weren't entirely unfounded. Alright, I'm gonna take that first aid kit so I can take this kudzu tea and sell it. Rinko's secret journal. Why do I have to live here of all places? Shu lives all the way on the other side of town, meaning my dream of us walking home together will never come true. I remember how I organized everyone from class to go to Chizuria together after school. We chatted as we talked, then went our separate ways home. The walk to the store was painfully short. Still, having just a few extra minutes that I could spend with Shu outside of school was all I could have asked for. She created this moment, this set of moments that defined our friendship, and it was all for these reasons. I remember Rinko folding up origami all the time. I don't know what was on them, but I saw her writing down things during class and folding paper into foxes on multiple occasions. She keeps writing her complaints on pieces of paper, but instead of burning them, she just decides to throw them in the void and let them accumulate. I think that maybe one day all those grievances will pile up and suffocate her. Okay, but what if they're all one grievance? Literally seeing our friends in a different light. And that's not the only thing. Oh my god! Okay, I need sanity. I desperately need sanity, but you're fast. You're way too fast. What can I take for that? This? You lost sight of me for a moment. Need some stamina. And the counter. We're closed. Okay, so what more do I do here? Now that things have changed. Well, lots of things, actually. As we got closer to the store, our classmates would peel off one by one as they turned to go home. It was never just me and Shu on our own, but I didn't care. The handwriting here grows erratic and emotional. But of course, there was always a dirty little cockroach crawling all over Shu. I mean, come on. We're all walking home together. How about having a conversation that everyone else can join in on? Don't just go running off to your own little weird Space Wars world together. Ew. So that's it. We're looking through these boxes. And toys. So many corrupted memories. There's number 2. The leftward-facing one. Wait, there's something here now. Hinako, here. You'll feel better after reading this. I'm such a kind person, you know? Would someone who isn't kind give little treats with a wonderful message to their sad friend? I am so kind. You just have to be yourself, Hinako. Because whenever I'm by your side, I realize what an amazing person I am. Whenever I help you out, it makes me realize how kind I am. I'll always be looking out for both you and Sakuko. Because when I look after you two pitiful creatures, it makes me feel so superior. Like a teacher or a parent. Or a pet owner, even. From your best friend, Rinko. Ditching you in the fire is not going to feel as bad as Sakuko. We're right back here. Took a little shortcut, did we? Okay, let's restore ourselves. Oh, and we can also do some enshrining. But do we want to keep the kudzu? It's very useful, especially in a bad situation, but it's probably more useful as money. I mean, permanent upgrades are permanent. And there are things that can do the same that are cheaper. So now the question is, now what? Well, let's make things a little hotter for you.
Why do you get it all?
Look, you may have done a lot of wrong to me over the years, but I'll respect you at least 20% more if you give a thumbs up as you go into the fire. Look at how consumed your side of things has become. Alright, if we can open Triforce and Green Door, that should be all we need. So let's switch you. And you. And this should get us where we're going.
I want out of your world!
Oh, that's alright, I want you out of mine. It's kind of the whole thing of this. Let me scooch on by. We can now come in here and figure this out! Well, except for you being an issue. Here you come. I'm not sure if NPCs can see me through this. Alright. Next we need to open up the rabbit door, which should not actually impede us. We're just gonna have to go out and past you. Problem is, you're coming down the hall. So I don't know if I've really talked about this so far. I'm a tremendous fan of the level design in this. Not only is it appealing to look at while still being, a series of puzzle corridors, but it really makes for some cool interactions with the enemies that plays to your options in combat. A traditional dish made of sushi rice stuffed inside seasoned deep-fried tofu skins. It has a soft, juicy texture, and is said to be Narisama's favorite type of offering. In other words, lots and lots of money. Out of my way, I'm making a spiritual investment. We can't leave, but we can go where we're going. Great. That may have been the wrong move. Through.
It all seems like ages ago.
You're in school right now. But we need to change our look here as well. There's some divine water to replace what we lost.
Recess. Front.
I can't tell if you sound dazed or defeated. The thing is, it's acknowledging very much that even if you realized how bad these people are for you, it still hurts to lose them because they're still such a part of who we are. In continuation from last semester, I'm to be class president once again. I hope we can make this another wonderful semester. The role of class president holds a lot of responsibilities, but I think I'm up to the task. Even when I was young, I always wanted to be the mom or big sister whenever I played house. I think it's because I really enjoy looking after others. I believe that every single student in our class has things they excel in, as well as things they could stand to work on. In my view, the purpose of a class president is to help others with their shortcomings so we can make school an enjoyable place for everyone. Nishida Rinko. I guess that's a more charitable interpretation. But by her own writings, it's done in a much more condescending way. Okay, well, think about last time. We should expect company. Nothing at the moment. Great. Yeah, no, I heard you coming. I just couldn't do anything about it because I was in a screen. More than one, it sounds like? Come on. Yeah, so this presents an issue, doesn't it? Okay, what I need is one of these. Crap, it was too early. Good. Right, I had forgotten. Oh, if I had only remembered that from what I accidentally did in, like, one of the first encounters, I would have had a much easier time here. I can hit more than one at once. Every Project Zomboid player is very mad about that.
Alone.
And down you go. If I'd known that from the start, that would have been a little easier. But you are growing in confidence, right? Did I get what I needed? I believe I did. What about this thing on the table here? Is that pick-upable? No. But yeah, she kind of appointed herself Team Mom, which sort of put her in a position to talk down to you.
So much harder for everything. I actually tried.
Yeah, I know your type. You try and assume everyone else just isn't. In other words, you think you're special.
Just for once. Think about how he feels. You're a traitor. You played with his heart. Say you're sorry. this! Can't you hear me? Why don't you say something?
In both these scenes, these voice actresses definitely, they definitely know how to make you feel for them, no matter how much you hate them. The Triscale Emblem Key, obtained after bidding farewell to Rinko. Alright, we're heading back now. Right after we save, of course. Now let's see what we've got. The Inari Sushi heals everything, but once more, I have more need for funds. And if we're missing some health, we could always use the Yoken. Actually, we should bind stuff up, but whatever. I'll deal with that a little later. So we've done it. And I do see the main purpose of all this now. At least I think so. The fox represents those unsaid things. He's guiding us to confront them, and often that hurts. It only makes sense then that a symbol of our childhood, a symbol of holding on, is telling us not to trust him.
Hey, Parker. Guess this is the last time I get to call you that. Huh?
Oh no, I didn't think you would be here.
That's weird. Where did it go? Oh, not a big deal. That's just what it means to forget. Partner, I need to know what your final decision is.
Look, we've got our problems as well. I acknowledge that. It's not like we're the perfect pair and then our two horrible friends dragging us down, but does it have to be this bad? Carry not any memory of what has come to pass beyond this point. Lay all bare upon the pedestal first. The door shall not open to those who harbor regret in their hearts. We've got to shed it all.
My most prized possession. I wouldn't let anyone other than you touch it. You really struggled to keep your first plant alive.
Our deepest, most cherished memories laid out.
I worked my butt off on that kanji test so I could get this. Remember? I had a truckload of these notebooks. Filled up my entire closet.
There's a door here. We've really got to dig into the archives for this, huh? It's a whole thing. Great. Oh my god. Okay, so you can be on the ceiling. That's what happened before. That was just my timing being off. It's just I don't expect you to do it anymore.
Is it dead?
Not really. Another bandage, and I'm sure we'll use it. Look at you trying to be sneaky. Luring me away. Okay. We can open the other door in exchange for not being able to go back. Maybe I follow you where you're going. Maybe. Keep an eye on that ceiling, too. So you're gonna be behind me. Drawing of young Hinako. Even if it was drawn by an elementary school student, it's still too bad. This is definitely drawn on purpose. There are all kinds of curses written on it, such as stupid, disgusting. Shu's prized possessions. The ones maybe not displayed so readily. Okay, well, the other thing will no doubt... I'm still waiting for you to come get me. The other thing will be around the other corner. Out of all three, this is the one that's going to hurt the most. Yeah, I figured. Okay, this thing is just too slow for me when you're actually up. And die. You're not dying. Now would be the time to use that other thing. What is it? Yokan? Let's just put you in there. And take it. So it restores a great deal of health. Another Emma. Okay. Well, you're back. Divine water. Sell or use. It's up to us. But the point is, we are now ready for another upgrade. Another bandage. Okay, we've got way too many of those now. Let's use that over the divine water. It doesn't sell for that much. And we can flip you back to Triforce. Like so many pregnant bellies, or something else. Okay, so that's dangerous. Okay, well, let's get away from that. It'll continuously dispense you, I imagine. Focus attack. You're dead. I'm about to be dead. What happens if we try to move in and attack you? We certainly can do that. We can dodge those. With that, you are now staggered. Oh, I couldn't move. Okay, we need more sanity, and we need more stamina. So I'm gonna eat that other chocolate bar, and drink some of that divine water. Successful dodge. With this. Look at you, you're... two beasts. One behind the other. But I keep making the mistake of using my last stamina for an extra hit. I pressed it and it didn't work. Okay. Heal. You don't attack very often, I have noticed that. Do you have a focused attack? From behind seems like it's probably better though.
Leave me alone.
Well, that wasn't so bad. You weren't particularly aggressive. I think maybe it's because I was more aggressive. I mean, I had so much focus and stamina that maybe you didn't really get a chance to keep dispensing enemies. Maybe you represent, if we go with the pregnancy angle, a future that we don't really want for ourselves, but is very much expected of us. So here's the issue that I always have with games that are very up to interpretation like this, is I always feel like I'm projecting a bit. Like, I want to wait until I 100% know for sure before speculating. And that's not really a good way to do it, but I'm always worried about being way off the mark and just seeming weird. But ultimately, I can only tell you what I see. Can we move past you? Okay, we can burst you before you make a move on us. And this is up here. Is this what we want? Seems like it leads back to where we came from. And it makes sense that we would find that here, because maybe she represents our expected future with Shu. Brainiac Hero comic. The inside page was full of drawings. Hinako were drawn at the bad guys that the protagonist defeated. Moreover, in order to make the method of death even more bizarre than the manga's presentation, they stubbornly added a lot of scattered blood and guts. Okay, this is a bit weird, not gonna lie. People with issues in a Silent Hill game? What? Oh, hey, you came back. We can rectify that. Where'd you go? There you are. Okay, sometimes it's just too slow. Yeah, we need to be faster on you. And there's our sanity. That's what we want. And when we get you that stun, that's our key to move in. Oh, another one. Well, as long as you stay up there, that's, like, fine, right? Where? Oh, no, the exit is upstairs. Well, I should be mad at you. Anyway, where are you? Right here. We can just move on past that little enemy egg sack. Here we are again. Drawing of young me.
How you really feel, partner.
We've only heard our own thoughts. Maybe he did feel like we were leading him on.
You came back, partner. wanted. It's alright. Whatever the outcome, I'll respect my partner's choice.
It must be hard for you to bid farewell to childhood friends.
Yes. No. It had to be done. As soon as I could. I'm so very sorry for what you just saw.
You need not apologize. I should be begging your pardon for forcing this pain upon you. Onward.
Wake up, Unico. The farewell party, the achievement says. You have no place in my future.
Shoo. Rinko?
I don't know if I'll expect them to still be nearby. We may have some insight now that makes us dangerous to them. You know, I'm not going to bother speculating because what that all ultimately means to us and about us is going to become apparent, well, I guess as soon as we come back next time. Suffice to say, I've really got to applaud this game for really doing something that will shock us with regards to our own protagonist. I wasn't sure before about the lack of agency that we had in choices or anything, because it's all ultimately done for us in gameplay and in cutscenes. But maybe that's the point. What we just went through was painful, so of course it immediately feels like a bad thing, but whether or not it actually is, well, that remains to be seen. But if you like this video, please remember to like, comment, and subscribe for more creepy and comfy content. If you have any ideas for other videos you think I should do, the best place to suggest that will be at the Discord, which I will link in the description. If you want to try this game out for yourself, that link will also be in the description. If you want to support me on Patreon, that link will be in the description. And as always, I will see you in the next one.